Hi, my name is Lily and this is my presentation. My specific purpose is to provide insight and details about how to control impulsive buying and why it matters. My central idea is impulse buying is influenced by cultural, emotional, and psychological factors. Did you know that 1/3 of Americans claim that their purchase decisions are unplanned? According to Capital One, the average consumer will spend about $282 a month on impulsive purchases. That is over $3,300 each year of unnecessary spending. Consumers often will have contradicting priorities. Short-term priorities focus on immediate dopamine. This is because emotional conflict increases the likelihood of impulsive purchases based on immediate pleasure. Long-term priorities focus on budgeting and saving money, which becomes temporarily outweighed by the desire to feel good. Logic versus emotions play a big role in your choices when strolling the grocery store aisles on a normal weekday. When you buy things, these emotions compete with one another. Roy F. Baumeister, a world-renowned psychologist whose studies focus on self-control and impulsive behavior, put together a model that demonstrated that self-control is similar to a muscle. This muscle could be weary or strengthened and requires a resting period. Logic uses long-term thinking. Choices are made rationally. And emotions are short-term thinking. Choices are made impulsively. So how can we as consumers combat this? What are some of the ways we can monitor our spending habits and resist the temptation of unnecessary purchases? It's important to understand it isn't entirely your fault. We're pre-wired to seek immediate satisfaction. But that doesn't mean we can't retrain our brains to be geared toward better purchase decisions. Not only this, but as explained by Manju Puri, an economist who studies consumer behavior, in a 2009 article titled Impulse Spending and Self-Control, marketing has an impactful influence on storegoers' decision-making. The text states, consumers with limited self-control are more susceptible to temptation, and market environments are often structured in ways that exploit these impulses, leading to purchases that may conflict with long-term financial goals. Puri's research reveals that businesses selling products exploit your consumer habits by store layouts, product placement, and promotions. All these methods make it easier to deplete your self-control. Decision fatigue happens when you're exposed to multiple options in the store, along with making multiple decisions. Here are some solutions to practice on your own. In the article, Cooking Up a Recipe for Self-Control, marketing professors James Roberts and Chris Manolas provide excellent advice on stopping impulse buying, combining 3 key elements, or ingredients, by setting standards, monitoring behavior, and strengthening control. These 3 key ingredients combined make a system for strong self-control, creating an easy-to-follow 3-step recipe. Once you start incorporating these habits into your life, it can help you stay accountable and build long-term success to stick to your goals and resist compulsions. The first ingredient is setting standards. This part involves you considering in advance what good behavior is. If your goal is to save money, putting aside $20 a week from your paycheck into a savings account is an example of a standard. If you fail to do so, you can be more self-aware and make better choices based on the standard. The second ingredient is monitoring behavior. Now that you've set the standard, you can keep better track of your behavior. Individuals who have strong self-control have consistency and compare their actions to their standards. You can monitor your behavior by keeping a record of your ability to save $20 each week by writing down the purchases you've made. The third and final key ingredient is strengthening control. This is training that muscle to delay the desire for instant gratification and persevering through discomfort. It is easy to give in and buy the things you want regardless, but building your ability to refrain over time will develop this muscle. Following through with your expectations is vital to key success. Overall, impulsive purchases are impacted by the combination of emotional, psychological, and cultural components. Emotions, including excitement, stress, or the desire for immediate pleasure, can overpower your long-term priorities and affect your decision-making. On top of that, marketing strategies are designed to exploit our desires for immediate satisfaction, wearing down our self-control and encouraging consumers to mindlessly spend. Capital One studies show that each year 1/3 of Americans spend over $3,300 a year on impulsive purchases, of which is preventable. Research done by experts such as Roy F. Baumeister, Manju Puri, and James Robert provides that self-control can be strengthened in the same way that a muscle is, with 3 key ingredients. Setting standards is the first ingredient that encourages you to set an obtainable goal for yourself. This is necessary to track progress and improve self-awareness. Monitoring behavior is the second ingredient. This is to keep a record of your progress and spending habits. Strengthening control is the last and most important ingredient. It trains your self-control muscle to delay the need for instant gratification. By improving your ability to hold back unnecessary purchases, you can succeed in your preset goals. Thank you for watching this video.